Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to KT Garage. This is part 54 of the Super Hawk build project. The weekend is here. I'm very excited about this weekend because I actually have an extra day. It's Memorial Day weekend. So we'll see how far I can push with this project. I decided to take a little bit of a break from working around the engine area. I'm getting kind of tired of doing it. So I'm working on a tail light. I really like to see what the truck looked like with the tail light smoke glass been installed in the back. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that this morning, and then we'll see how much that takes, and then we'll probably go back to the engine bay and start doing the wiring again. I'll keep you guys posted throughout the day. Okay, so here's the back of the truck, and we're looking at the inside of the tail light. Now, maybe 2-3 years ago, I had an episode where I showed you guys how I fabricated this whole thing and what the plan were. So what I did was I drew on top these holes here. So first what I'm gonna do is just put the plexiglass on the recess inside here. And as I put the plexiglass in here, I'll just glue it to this inside shoulder here and get it glued in. So from the outside, it looks nice and flush. And then the LED is gonna get mounted with all these brackets on the inside. That goes later. So right now, I just wanna make the lenses to make the truck look nice. And then when we get the engine running, then we'll start doing the LED lights in here and get the wiring hooked up. Now, to cut a perfect shape to go into here, it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge. So I have to make a template. Now what happened is I gotta make 4 different templates, so 2 on this side and then 2 on the other side. And to make that template, the most accurate thing to do is just, I'm gonna cut cardboard, and this is a little bit too big, but I'm gonna just have it rest on here, and then come in with a hammer and just tap on it to make an indent, so I know exactly what the shape is, and I'm gonna cut it just a little smaller so it slips inside. Let's see if the plan works out. Okay, so it took me about 10 minutes. I actually had to scrap a couple of pieces to get it right, but you can see that the cardboard piece is like fit perfectly inside. I labeled this as 1 and 2, so I'm just gonna go do 2 for right now. And each one of these has their own little dimension, so you can't really mix them up. So I'm gonna go cut the plexiglass and then see if we can get it fitted in here. Okay, so I transfer the paper template into these right here. This is plexiglass. It's smoked, but it's supposed to have lights coming through. So I'm gonna cut it with this tool right here. It's a jigsaw, and if you look at this plate right here, it's like for flexi. So you gotta have the plexiglass cutter for this, otherwise it's gonna chip and then it'll break. So just take it real easy, and you should be good. Well, this side is done, guys. Check this out. Perfect, everything lines up. And the metal didn't move or warped or anything, so I'm very excited about it. You see all the gaps are closed, which is awesome. The inside fits almost perfect as well. You can see that's the inside right there. I'm gonna go ahead and peel that protective coat out and start gluing it in. Okay, so I peel back the protected film, and I'm just getting ready to get the glue on. What I'm gonna use is this plastic bonder. Just make sure you do a job like this, and this is the best one to use. It'll cure in 15 minutes. What I'm gonna do is just, I'll put a bead on the outer rim only, and then push it in, and then let it dry, and then I'll go fill it in from the back. So I'll go ahead and mix a batch of it, and then start getting on here. So since I pull it, I don't know which one's which. I labeled this one as a number 2, and then so that must be number 1. I'm just gonna do 2 for right now, and then we'll get the other 2 done a little bit later on today. So I'm just gonna do 1 at a time. I mixed the first batch, and you can see that I got it on the edges. And the trick is, after you get it on the truck and any spills over, you're gonna clean it up with the Goo Gone or any kind of adhesive remover. You gotta do it before it dries up, because otherwise it's gonna be permanently in there and you can't get them out. I'm just gonna wait until it becomes a little tacky, and then we'll get it on the truck. Well, check this out, guys. Look at how beautiful it is. Turns out great. Now, what you really need to do is just wipe it down with the adhesive remover with a towel. Make sure that you spray a pretty good coat of it, and then just wipe it down multiple times, getting rid of all the glue. And then just use one of this screwdriver, and then just use your towel. I use a socks for this application. So you kind of just get through all the little corners and make sure all the adhesives are off. Looking amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and get the other side done. Just want to show you guys real quick that these are translucent. It passes the light through, so you can use lights on the inside for brake light and turn signal, things like that. I'm gonna partition this probably into 2 sections, where one's gonna be for stop, and the other one, well, it's gonna be red for stop, and then maybe amber for backup. Oh, actually, the backup will be white, and then amber for running light, things like that. And then one side will be signal light. I'm gonna partition both sides for different things. So that comes in later, but you can see that it's totally translucent. Now, check this out. That's pretty cool. That'll give me an idea later. Maybe I just do some projections of lights down the floorboards or something. Pretty cool. Well, guys, check it out. Both sides are done. You're gonna see they're just looking amazing, just the way I want it. So now the rear end is done. The rear end of the vehicle is completely done. I just need to get the tail lights hooked up with the electricity and the light bulbs and all of that, the LED lights. That will go on later. I need to get the car started first, but as far as back here, we're done. I'm really excited that the rear end is completely done. Well, that's it for today. I'm gonna go in and get some rest. It's getting towards the end of the day. Appreciate you guys tuning in to KT Garage. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. Thank you.